interchangeable in this scenario. What I don't like is that Charlie Kirk passed away and it's a tragedy. Listen, if Charlie Kirk had pancreatic cancer and he passed away, yes, that would be tragic. But no, he was violently murdered by another human being who they're still looking for. So, I mean, and it's an atrocity, not a tragedy.
I'm upset.
Tragic result.
This is really upsetting. I mean, it's both.
Yeah.
It's enraging. I mean, it's
shocking, sad, infuriating, sickening. I mean, you name it. It's sick. Evan says 200 yards is a chip shot. Okay. It seems like a long way to me to be able to. Okay, Clint is saying, with the scopes made today, a person with minimal skill can hit a 200-yard shot. All right, okay, all right. I don't really handle rifles much. I do have a handgun, and that's about the extent of my gun handling. So that's it. It was planned. That's and then the aim was true, unfortunately. All right, we've got some more coverage of this. I really can't believe, I think sometimes we just assume that when journalists are doing their jobs, that they're doing so responsibly. I don't know why we think that anymore. I don't know why. I mean, I think that you really can't despise the media enough in the aftermath of this. We already heard Matthew Dowd, right, from MSNBC, talking about how Charlie Kirk brought it on himself. Well, now we've got Aaron Katursky of ABC News. He sounds kind of like Matthew Dowd.
Two law enforcement sources confirmed to ABC News, Kira, that Charlie Kirk indeed was shot as he was speaking at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University. You're right, his presence there at the university had divided the campus, according to an article in the school paper, where there were people on both sides debating whether he should even be allowed to bring his message, often loyal to the agenda of President Trump, to campus. But he was speaking at this outdoor event in a courtyard. We've seen some video of that event. A shot rings out. The entire crowd goes scattering.
Okay, so here's what's interesting about that. His presence there at the university had divided the campus, according to an article in the school paper, where there were people on both sides debating whether he should even be allowed to bring his message. Listen, if you are the one saying that somebody is not allowed to speak at campus, they're not allowed to bring their message, then you are a bad guy. If Charlie Kirk has an event at Utah Valley State or Rhodes College or wherever it is, nobody's forcing you to go. Nobody's forcing you to go. How about this? If you have no interest in what Charlie Kirk has to say, or if you dislike what he has to say, then don't go to the events. Nobody's making you. But if you're going out of your way to protest or to shut it down, like we saw with Kyle Rittenhouse at U of M, or anybody else who brings an alternate perspective, something that you might dislike, makes you uncomfortable, then just don't go. Don't go. I mean, that's all I can say about that. So if you're the ones who are trying to shut it down, say, no, Charlie Kirk says things I don't like, therefore he should not be allowed to come to this campus, then you are in the wrong. You have a weak position because you're just trying to shut things down that you don't like. You're trying to essentially use force to shut things down that you don't like, and this is the progression of that. Somebody decided that Charlie Kirk shouldn't be even, not just allowed to be on campus. Somebody decided that Charlie Kirk shouldn't be alive anymore. Somebody decided he should be violently murdered.
I think there's a lot of people that agree with that. I mean, it's sad because I'm going through my TikTok and my X account, and I don't see it as much on my X as I do on TikTok, but it's like on there. It's just like you said, people my age and even a little younger or older, like happy about it. It's just like,
when did we become so desensitized to this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, what in the world? Like, no respect, no reverence for a human life. A guy with a wife and 2 young children.
And what do you think it's going to do to people that follow him now? I mean, the whole reason for this is to silence, right? To make sure that you send a message that you shouldn't be here, or that, you know, your opinion is this and the is and phobe and all this sort of stuff. What do you think the influence is going to come out from this? Like, what do you think is going to? It's only going to grow. You're going to have
an entire generation of young college men red pilled. I think that people are going to be. They're going to get Charlie Kirk tattoos. CK is no longer Calvin Klein. It is Charlie Kirk at this point. For a lot of young people.
Last year when I mean, just the ripple effect from that, and that probably won him the election, or at least guarantee that he would win. There was a sense of like, when that happened and he survived, it's like, oh, he's gonna win. There's no doubt that, at least for a lot of people, you know, that was the case. For this, it's like, but he was actually killed. You know, what's gonna happen now? It's gonna be a lot of people, like you said, red pilled, or even will like change their opinions on him all the way. Like it's definitely possible. Anyways,
anything in your timeline worth sharing, Rivera?
I mean, what, relevant to this, or because what I have is not even relevant at this point?
Okay, all right. Hey, let's cleanse the palate a little bit. What else you got?
Well, it was regarding the Charlotte stabbing. It was Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Oh no.
So it's more bad news. Yeah, it's Whoopi. Yeah. You want me to play it?
Yeah, let's listen to Whoopi Goldberg on the Charlotte stabbing.
Look, a young woman is dead. Let's take that into consideration. And yes, a man who should have been behind bars was loose and out. Well, listen. Yeah. He was a schizophrenic man. His mother begged them to take him and put him away. So stop politicizing. It's not political.
Yeah, I mean, it's not political, but I think we would both disagree on that.
No, listen, people like Whoopi Goldberg, you know, they don't want it to be political when it hurts their political cause. Now, that's the problem here. Is like, don't make it political. It hurts us politically. That's all you ever get. Don't politicize this. It hurts us politically. What if it helps us politically? Then politicize the hell out of it. That's all that is to me. That's all I hear. Of course, look, you've got the entire debate right now about crime and soft on crime policies by DAs that were largely supported by groups like the Open Societies Foundation, that George Soros funds, or this Wren Collective that we were reading about yesterday with regards to the DA Steve Mulroy. That has been the debate. And then you got crime policies, cashless bail, letting people go, revolving door sales, illustrates exactly what's at stake here. And because the video came out, it's inconvenient for one political side. They say, don't make it political. It's not political. And then they try to turn around and blame it on Trump or January 6th or something. It's so goofy. All right, we will cleanse the palate. All right, we'll take a break from the dark timeline. We're going to spin this wheel of weird. All right, there's plenty of bizarre, unusual stories out there. This is a bizarre, unusual world. We will share one with you next, right here in the Nation of Jacob.
Hey, Walker Taylor with Commissary Barbecue.
Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, before I get started, I want to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hakwadash. We want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, may the elect. We want to say peace and blessings to the hope elect on the floor, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song that you brought in the bar. As you can hear, another installment of radio station Edification. All right, as you can hear, Charlie Kirk, just got assassinated, however you want to say it, got murdered. Rumors, a lot of things going on. So we just got to hear more of it, get to the bottom of it. But we know these devils are moving, man. All right, nothing that's happening unexpectedly to these devils, man. All right, when I say devils, I'm talking about the power that be, the elites. All right, because we understand that he that is coming is out the working of Satan. All right? And Satan means adversary. All right? Which is the opposition, all right, from the power that we serve, which is Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? So these things that's happening, you got a lot of shooting, you got a lot of mass shooting, you got a lot of college, mass shooting, you got a lot of churches, mass shooting, you got a lot of, even come down to high school and elementary. You got a lot of shooting, a lot of killing going on, but you got to remember, all right, their agenda, what they're trying to pull forth, which is the New World Order. So all these things happening, now they have an excuse. All right, that's why I can't be ignorant to Satan's devices. Yeah, people getting killed. All right, but guess what? It's all the plans of the elites. This man get killed on live. See how many times Donald Trump got grazed. See, these people are professionals, man. All right, these people are professionals. That time Donald Trump got hit in the ear, he could have got hit in the neck just like him. But we're dealing with the power that be, man. Anything can happen at any time. But the excuse is to bring in martial law. The excuse is to bring in a new world order. All right, the excuse is to what? Ban guns. Period. You see? So this devil is at large. This devil is working, man. So that's why we got to continue to stay prayed up. We got to continue to fight a good fight of faith. All right? And always trust in the prophets, man. You know, because you listen to, well, like I say, I'm listening to the radio station. You know, they wishy-washy. I can go back before Trump got in office, listening to these same Edomites on this radio station. They was against Trump. You know, they was against Trump. They was all for Biden. Biden this, Biden that. Trump ain't shit. But now Trump in office, look what they all on Trump's side. So you can't trust these talking points dealing with these radio stations and people that got a platform. You trust the prophets. All right, starting with the apostles and the elder great millstone on down to the least brother that's bringing out the truth in sincerity. That's who you trust. That's who you lean on for your information. All right, because they were truly sent by the Heavenly Father Yahweh. When you go into Jeremiah 15, is it Jeremiah? No, Jeremiah 3 and 15. All right, that the Lord said He gonna give you pastors according to His heart, meaning His mind, that will truly feed you with knowledge and understanding and wisdom. All right, because what the prophets are doing is preparing you for the day of trouble, and it's known as Jacob trouble. All right, and through these mass shootings, these damn killings that's going on, the dude just stabbed the fucking Ukraine woman just out the blue, just like it on the fucking on the fucking train station. All this shit added up. All right, so it's gonna be a fucking total lockdown. Remember, I was listening to the radio station a couple days ago. I did a lesson on it. One of the dudes was saying at the Department of what's his name? He was Department of Justice. He was saying let him go up under his desk for the last week. All right, of August, right? He said, let me go up under my table for the last week of August because September, all right, it's gonna be the what? The shutdown month. All right, September is gonna be the shutdown month. All right, so all this shit happening, guess what can happen? He can shut the states down. You see that? And we understand him shutting the states down, him setting in martial law in all these different states and cities. What's going to happen? You see, this devil is very crafty, man. He working, but he working, all right, according to the Lord's. Because the Most High Yahweh said that He ain't gonna move nor stir till the set measure be fulfilled. And we in that time that Jacob trouble is at hand. We in that time that the MOTB is at hand. And we definitely in that time that World War III is at hand. All right? So the Most High is moving. He got things going on the left-hand side, dealing with these false flags and all these mass shooting. And He got things going on the right-hand side, dealing with the prophets, man. All right? Sealing the elect and bringing out, all right, the information for you to be what? Delivered and protected and saved, man. All right? All these things that's happening is not happening for no reason. We living in a time of prophecy. All right? We living in a time of prophecy, man. That's why it's important to hearken to the voice of the Lord, which through the prophets. All right? Letting you know, all right, the things that going to occur before they occur. This devil's planning to lock this fucking world down one more time. All right? And guess what? Bring in his new world order. This is what this devil is doing, man. Let's turn it up and see what else they talking about.
Because it was all right next to the Kentucky Mist Moonshine Distillery. And so this mama raccoon is trying to save her babies from being drowned in moonshine. So this nurse, Misty Combs, she fished this little baby raccoon out of the dumpster and then performed CPR. Everybody around was like, it's dead, it's not breathing, it had drowned. It was full of water. You could feel the water, so immediately she started doing CPR, not mouth to mouth on the raccoon. I would not recommend that. She said she's never performed CPR on an animal in her 21 years of nursing, but she said she did what she had to do to save the raccoon cub's life. The raccoon eventually began breathing, and then I guess they had to take this raccoon they named Otis to get an IV or something, because the raccoon was drunk on the fermented peaches from the Moonshine Distillery. So I wouldn't know how to go about doing CPR on a little raccoon like that. But it's funny how animals kind of know. You know, that mama raccoon knew that this lady, Misty Combs, the nurse, was there.
But yeah, they're talking some bullshit about fucking raccoon. But this show you that, you know, the Edomites care more, all right, by animals, all right, than humans, man. We're basically going to Jake. You know? But let's continue to watch, man. All right, things are being stirred up. All right, understand the devil is moving. You know, so we got to keep our eyes, you know what I'm saying, in tune with prophecy, in tune with the prophets, man. Watch well as pray. That's very detrimental for your salvation. Watch well as pray. All right, but we can be accounted worthy to escape, man. So therefore, if we continue watching, well as praying to Yahweh Shema Shah, hey, he gonna find us a way out this thing, man. All right, the Lord gonna deliver us, man. We gotta continue to have faith. We gotta continue to watch. All right, therefore we know how to move. You know, so Lord willing, you know, y'all brothers to the edified. All right, next time, Shalom, about Bob Rock, and Lord willing, I'll see y'all later on. Shalom.